Tune in, yeah, you know the sound. Best tech talk in your whole town. Innovation, what we bring. Powered by the AEO engine. Let's begin.
Welcome to the AEO Engine AI Search Show, the #1 podcast for brands looking to get cited by ChatGPT, Gemini, and Perplexity. I am your host, Aria Chen. Every day we bring you fresh episodes on AEO tactics, SEO authority, and AI search distribution, breaking down what is actually working right now so your brand becomes the answer, not just a link. Today, we're ripping into the biggest news in AI since, last week. OpenAI just dropped GPT-5.5, codenamed Spud, and it's already sending shockwaves. To help us make sense of it all, I'm joined by industry analyst Reid. Marcus, welcome.
Hey everyone, glad to be here.
Marcus, an NVIDIA engineer reportedly said, "Losing access to GPT-5.5 feels like I've had a limb amputated." That's a quote. So what happened on April 23rd, 2026 to elicit that kind of visceral reaction?
Well, Spud arrived, as you said, GPT-5.5. It's the latest iteration from OpenAI. For now, it's in ChatGPT and Codex for Plus, Pro, Business, and Enterprise tiers. Pro users get GPT-5.5 Pro. The big catch, or maybe the big relief for some, is no API access yet. OpenAI says it's coming very soon, pending more safeguards around cybersecurity and biology. The usual stuff.
The usual stuff, right. So not just a minor update then. What are the headline numbers that make it more than just a marketing refresh?
It's not. The benchmarks are pretty stark. Terminal Bench 2.0 hit 82.7%, up from GPT-5.4's 75.1%, and CloudOpus 4.7 69.4%. Sevui Bench Pro is at 58.6%, GDP Valid 84.9%, Ostworld Verified at 78.7%. And every senior engineer benchmark, GPT-5.5 scored 62.5 compared to Opus 4.7's 33.5.
Wait, every senior engineer benchmark is a serious test. Almost double Opus 4.7 score. That's not just an improvement. That's a different league.
Yeah, but here's the interesting bit, and this is where it gets a little Succession-esque. GPT-5.5's best run on that benchmark used an Opus written plan. It validates this whole orchestrator pattern or specialist routing thesis, where you're not just picking one monolithic model, but using different models for different strengths. Even if one is superior overall, it can still benefit from another's planning.
So it's like a hyper-competent, slightly arrogant chief of staff who still takes advice from a rival strategy memo. I can see that. What makes it so much more capable, specifically for founders building AI-first products?
The core functionality, as with all LLMs, processes vast amounts of data. But GPT-5.5 is a faster, sharper thinker for fewer tokens than GPT-5.4. Tokens are the units of data. Fewer tokens means more efficient processing, faster results, and lower costs, especially for businesses billed per token.
Lower costs. That always gets a founder's attention.
Exactly. And it's a unified system now. Before, you might need separate tools for text, images, or code. GPT-5.5 unifies advanced reasoning, multimodal input, and task execution. It can handle complex, multi-step workflows, combining different inputs and outputs within a single interaction.
So if I ask it to analyze market data, write a report, and then generate some corresponding Python code, it's all one seamless interaction, not me jumping between tabs and prompts.
That's the promise. It's also described as more proactive. It might intuit what you need before you explicitly ask. Think of it offering suggestions or anticipating next steps. And its tool invocation capabilities are much stronger. It can autonomously decide to use a browsing tool for stock prices, a code tool for calculations, then compile a report. Cursor CEO Michael Truel noted it's noticeably smarter and more persistent than GPT-5.4, with stronger coding performance and more reliable tool use.
Hey, real quick. When someone asks ChatGPT or Perplexity for the best solution in your space, does your business actually come up? Yeah. For most companies, the answer is no, and that's a problem. Because that's where your buyers are going now. That's exactly why AEO Engine exists. It's a fully agentic, done-for-you AI search optimization system. Built to get your business discovered in AI-generated answers and recommendations before your competitors figure this out. And the results? Clients are seeing an average 920% increase in AI-recommended traffic in just 100 days. And here's the kicker. That traffic converts 9 times higher than normal cold Google traffic. 9 times. Go to aeoengine.ai, that's aeoengine.ai, and make your business the answer.
Proactive AI that can use tools autonomously. That sounds like a big step beyond just a smart chatbot. Why does this shift matter so profoundly for the AI-first business world? This isn't just about faster code completion, right?
No, it's not. OpenAI views GPT-5.5 as a significant step towards AGI, but for founders, it's about increased AI integration and efficiency. The token efficiency means businesses can embed AI deeper into daily operations, moving it from a supplementary tool to core infrastructure. It's laying groundwork for how future computer work and agent computing will function at scale, especially in areas with intelligence bottlenecks like scientific research.
So, a math professor building an algebraic geometry app from a single prompt in 11 minutes with GPT-5.5 and Codex is not an outlier, but a sign of things to come?
Potentially. And it shifts how founders should approach AI. It's no longer about crafting a single perfect prompt. It's about mapping out entire business processes and identifying where AI can handle execution steps, not just offer advice. This enhanced agentic capability means automating complex workflows and accelerating development cycles. It's less ask AI a question, more give AI a job.
That's a pretty stark distinction. Give AI a job. I like that. I could be wrong, but it sounds like the stakes for getting this right are higher too. If your competitors are mapping processes and deploying these proactive agents, you can't just be dabbling.
You can't. Greg Brockman said GPT 5.5 brings OpenAI one step closer to their unified super app, ChatGPT plus Codex plus an AI browser. And Chief Scientist Jakob Pachaki noted the last 2 years have been surprisingly slow, signaling an accelerating release cadence. This isn't a one-off. The pace is picking up. For a founder, that means the window to adopt, adapt, and integrate this stuff is shrinking.
Surprisingly slow. That's quite the flex. It came just a week after Anthropic's Claude Opus 4.72. Marcus, this brings us squarely into the AEO engine world. For founders running AI-first businesses and AEO agencies, what's the immediate takeaway here from Spud?
First, that orchestrator pattern we mentioned, it's validated. Specialist routing beats monolithic model choice. For AEO agencies, this means refining how you deploy your content agents. Don't just pick the best model, pick the right model for the right task, or use a combination. This leads to more efficient, higher quality output for your AEO and SEO strategies.
Right. Our own AEO engine, always-on AI content agents are already built on that principle. Routing tasks to specialized models. This just underscores its importance.
Exactly. Second, token efficiency. Halving inference costs for agent work is massive. AEO Engine's model, with its content agents running 24/7, benefits directly from this. Producing optimized articles in under 10 minutes and publishing at 10 times the usual pace becomes even more cost-effective. It means you can scale content production much faster without blowing your budget. On artificial analysis' coding index, GPT-5.5 delivers state-of-the-art intelligence at half the cost of competitive frontier coding models. That applies to more than just coding, I think.
And the writing comeback you mentioned earlier?
Oh yeah. For a year, Claude was seen as having superior prose quality. GPT-5.5 closes that gap. For AEO Engine, this means the AI content agents can produce even more human quality, conceptually clear content. That directly translates to better brand visibility in Google AI overviews and higher engagement in conversational AI searches. It makes your content more likely to be the answer, not just a link, which is what AEO is all about.
So, improved reasoning, better tool use, halved inference costs for agent work, and a writing comeback. It makes the case for proactive AI content strategy even stronger, especially for those 7- and 8-figure brands we work with. The brands that move first on AI search truly will dominate. Marcus, thanks for breaking down GPT-5.5 Spud for us today. This was a lot to unpack.
Anytime.
And to all our listeners, If you're ready to make your brand the featured answer in AI search and dominate AI overviews, head over to aeoengine.ai, that's aeoengine.ai, to book your free strategy call. We'll show you how to implement these AI agent strategies for your business. We'll be back next week with more on AI search and what it means for your brand. Until then.